Hey, good looking. You want to see what we have cooking today in my kitchen? Well, grab a hold of that vine, swing on in my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Today, I'm going to sit there and show you a quick way of how you can sit there and make a meatloaf supper along with mashed potatoes, and we're going to do it in 25 minutes time. So, go ahead, grab a hold of that vine, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Well, hey there, good looking. I'm so glad you came to my kitchen today because I'm going to sit there and throw a quick supper together, and I figured I'd bring you all along. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Now, what I have down in my Instapot here is I have some cubed up red potatoes. I put my trivet down on top of our potatoes, just as I have done in my belugi. And now I'm just going to sit there and put this off inside of our Instapot. I have some ground beef here. The description for this recipe will be down below. And now I have some steel cut Irish oatmeal here, and I'm using 1/4 cup. We're gonna go ahead, put that all inside of what we're gonna be making meatloaf. I have 2 eggs. We're also going to add that to the meatloaf. I have half an onion that I chopped up. So we're going to go ahead, add all that, and then to that we're going to sit there and add some dried minced onion, because I like the profile of both the fresh and the dehydrated. So the dehydrated, I'm going to sit there and add 1 teaspoon. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of the dried minced garlic. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of my soy sauce alternative. I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Half a teaspoon of celery seed. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And now let's go ahead and mix that all up. I'll be back as soon as I'm done mixing this all up, because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to watch it, because it's rather like watching paint dry on a wall. So I'll be back as soon as we're all done mixing this all up. Here's my meatloaf after I'm all done mixing it all up, and I shaped it a little bit to make it look pretty. And now I have my 1 cup measure, and I'm gonna sit there and go ahead and add the 4 cups of water to our Instant Pot. Here's my meatloaf after I'm all done mixing it all up, and I shaped it a little bit to make it look pretty. And now I have my 1 cup measure, and I'm gonna sit there and go ahead and add the 4 cups of water to our Instant Pot. Now I'm gonna sit there and just grab my meatloaf, put it right up on top. Okay, I'm gonna grab our cover, turn it to lock it into place. I'm gonna come up on top here, and I'm gonna make sure my vent is in the closed position. We're gonna come down here, and I'm gonna push the manual button. I'm gonna increase the time to 25 minutes. And we're gonna sit there and allow it to build up the pressure on the inside. And then after it's done building the pressure up on the inside, it's gonna sit there and cook for the 25 minutes. The Instant Pot will sound off. And after the 25 minutes of cooking and it sounds off, we're gonna sit there and do a quick release. I'll see you then. Now our pressure cooker has sounded off. I'm gonna come up here and we're gonna do a fast release. Alright, it has vented all off. We can open it up, and always open it up away from you. Now I'm gonna grab my pot holders, and I'm gonna grab our meatloaf, and there's some juice that you see has accumulated. I am gonna sit there and pour that off into my grease bucket. Okay, now I drained off any of the grease or any of the liquids that gathered in with the meat here. And now I'm gonna go ahead. I have 1/3 cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of honey Dijon mustard. Go ahead, give that all a good mix, and then we're gonna be putting that all on top of our meatloaf. Okay, I'm done mixing it all up. Now pour it all over the meatloaf and get it to drizzle down all the sides. And now I'm just gonna sit there and put this underneath the broiler for 3 to 5 minutes, or until this all starts getting all nice and crisp up. And in the meantime, we're gonna go and mash our potatoes. Okay, I have my mashed potatoes right here. I'm gonna set them down. I'm gonna grab my potato masher. Okay, to our mashed potatoes down here in our Instant Pot insert. I'm gonna be adding, I'll say I'm gonna add 2 heaping good tablespoons of butter. And then to that we have some heavy whipping cream, and I'm gonna sit there and add roughly about a half of a cup to 3/4 of a cup, and if I need more I will add more. And I have my potato masher, and I'm also gonna sit there and add some salt and just a tad bit of pepper. And now I'm gonna mash these all up. So I'll see you when I'm all done mashing all these up. Well, the hubby mashed the potatoes up for me because he knows my fibro's acting up and I'm hurting. So there's our mashed potatoes that we did on our Instant Pot with our meatloaf, and we have that in our countertop oven under the broil, and we're just waiting for the ketchup mixture that we made to go on top. I have my plate here. I'm gonna start getting ready to plate up my whole supper, and I'll be back to give you a taste test of the mashed potatoes along with the meatloaf. So we have our mashed potatoes, so I'm gonna simply plate some up on my plate. And yes, folks, I leave the skins on my potatoes because that's how my family likes them. And besides, that's where all of the nutrition of a potato is. And I love me potatoes, so I always have, and I always will. And there I have my peas, I have my mashed potatoes, and now I'm gonna go and grab the meatloaf. And I just pulled this out of the oven. Now you can let it go a little bit more, but my family's really hungry and they want to eat, so I'm gonna sit there and slice up our meatloaf and put it on a nice little serving platter, and I'm gonna put some down on my plate. And there, I plated it all up. There's our Instant Pot meatloaf and our Instant Pot mashed potatoes. So now if you liked what you saw here today, please give me a big old thumbs up. And if you're a new subscriber, hey, welcome to my channel. If you're not, tap that subscribe button and tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And thank you for taking the time for watching my video, and happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. Y'all come back now, you hear? Okay, I'm gonna sit there and give this a good taste. Ooh, look at that. I know the meatloaf tastes good because I make it all the time. And now let's go over and let's give our mashed potatoes a good taste. There's nothing wrong with the mashed potatoes. They do not even take on the taste of the meatloaf when you cook the two together in the Instant Pot. Now, you've got to sit there and give this one a try yourself. Happy eatings.